Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to another episode of Ally Tech is our space where we discuss the insides of inclusive innovation, where we talk with people that are currently working to develop solutions to make life more accessible and inclusive for blind and partially sighted people. Today, we're going to focus on a very particular subject on mobility, and we're going to talk about an app developed by Groupe Okeenea named Evelity. And for that, we're going to have a nice chat with our colleague, Lise Wagner, who works as an accessibility specialist and user expert in Groupe Okeenea. So, hello, Liz.
Hello, Nacho. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm doing very well. I hope that you're doing fine as well and that you're ready for our Alaikakis quiz about Evelity. So, if it's okay with you, let's start with the first question. Just before uh, going down into what Evelity is, I just want to talk a little bit about what was going on at Group Okeenea before this app was conceived. Prior to developing it, you were working in the area of accessible traffic lights. At what moment did you decide to direct your efforts to develop this application?
Yes, indeed. Our first business at Okeenea is the creation of audible pedestrian signals, and that was in 1993. And the particularity of these audible signals is that they are activated on demand with a small remote control. And it was quite innovative at this time. And we extended this principle to audible beacons to bring orientation and wayfinding in buildings, inside buildings. Later, we also created physical accessibility solutions such as tactile paving, braille signs, also, I don't know, some equipment for restrooms, those accessibility solutions. But we faced a frustrating reality. Even with the best equipment, audible signage, braille signs, tactile pavings, etc., a blind person still couldn't move independently in a large building. So that was in 2013. And thanks to the technological progress in indoor positioning technologies and also the growing use of smartphones by blind and partially sighted people, we start to explore a new idea, a wayfinding system for inside buildings, an indoor wayfinding system that works as a GPS inside buildings. And I must say, I was the first blind person to test this early prototype. It was in the Faculty of Medicine in Lyon. And at this time, it was far from perfect, of course, but incredibly promising. It was the first time in my life I could reach my destination in a huge building I didn't know at all. And that was wonderful, of course. Uh, I must say that designing for blind and partially sighted people is really a challenge. It requires very high precision and excellent user experience. That's why accessibility and UX have always been central challenges for us at Okeenea.
Indeed, you're absolutely right. For blind and partially sighted people navigating through buildings, especially those who are very big and have a very complex structure, is a very tough challenge. In this sense, now I would like to talk more about Evelity. How can Evelity help them on that mission? Does it also have any particular feature that you would like to underline?
Yes, indeed. Evelity is designed at first for blind and visually impaired people. So the first thing is that the app detects the accessibility features on the user's smartphone. For example, if talkback or voiceover is activated on the phone. That's the first thing, and it will detect automatically and adapt the interface in consequence. So when you are blind or partially sighted, you will have a different interface from the interface that sighted person would have. And then regarding the guidance itself, for the first instructions, for example, the first instruction in a wayfinding app such as Evelity is the most critical one because it's the one that gives you the right direction. And this first instruction is given by a vibration, which is fully compliant with visual impairment. And during the guidance along the route, the instructions are given turn by turn, exactly like the GPS, turn right and left, go ahead. Users can also choose among preferences to have indications left and right, but also clock face direction, 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock, etc., or even degrees. So there are such features that are made for blind and partially sighted people. And another thing is that you can get extra information about the surroundings. Information that sighted people might not need, but very important when you are visually impaired, such as the presence of stairs or doors, or also accessibility solutions, guiding strips, which are a big support for visually impaired people. You can also have extra details about some points of interest, like the location of an intercom, for example, or the organization of restaurants. So that are specific features for blind and partially sighted people.
That's very interesting. Actually, I would like to come back to what you said in the first question. Um, you said that you were one of the first persons to test the apps. And in fact, indeed, when you innovate to make our community's daily lives easier, many tech-savvy persons bring forward the concept of design for all to invent solutions which are inclusive for all. How did you apply this philosophy in the inception of Evelity? Are you in permanent contact with the end users of the application?
Yeah, that's a key point. Our vision has always been to start from the specific needs of people who face the greatest mobility challenges, and then extend to everyone and not the other way around. So that's our philosophy of design for all. And since the beginning of Evelity, we have conducted more than 800 user tests. That's much. That's never enough, but that's already a good thing. Last month, for example, we ran several testing sessions in a university, also in a transport network in Lyon, and also for the French National Railways, SNCF. We test with blind and partially sighted people, of course, but also with users who have motor or cognitive or even hearing disabilities, so that the app can be useful for everyone. So that's a key point. And also, for us, design for all is not only a question about end users. We have to take into account the needs of our clients because our clients buy the solution and they need a solution that meets the needs of all their visitors. Most of our clients wouldn't have invested in a solution only for blind people because for them it's a too small audience. But Evelity works for everyone, so that for clients a great opportunity to improve their accessibility, but also user experience for all the visitors. So for us, the greatest challenge is to find the balance to decide which features to develop first, because we want to keep the app very simple and intuitive, and at the same time customizable for all types of users.
That's very interesting. Of course, when speaking about moving in complex built environments, we can think of examples such as museums, public transport networks, as you already mentioned, educational institutions. In what domains are you already starting to promote the use of Evelity? Is there any field or sector where you see a particular interest for the application?
Actually, Evelity is useful everywhere there are orientation difficulties. So I mentioned the first prototype I tested in a university, and I'm very happy to see that the educational sector has a growing interest for such solutions. And for example, recently we equipped a university in Lyon, and technological progress allows us today to connect indoor and outdoor navigation. And that's a great opportunity for university campuses. The University of Lyon, too, it's more than 20 hectares and 27 buildings. It's huge. And with this solution, we can connect all buildings and offer orientation and wayfinding for all students. And we know that at the beginning of academic year, all students feel lost. So once more, it's a great solution for the university managers. But also, yes, I mentioned we work a lot with public transport networks, which brings also specific challenges. For example, the electromagnetic interference in metro stations. But it took time, but now we have found solutions to make Evelity work efficiently in underground surroundings. So that works well. And yes, Evelity is very useful in public service buildings, such as hospitals, administrative offices. And in the corporate sector, companies choose to um, have such a solution in to equip their workplaces to make them accessible in the frame of the diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. That's the case of Sanofi, for example, who has many office buildings around the world. So they like Evelity.
Yes, I see that you're currently in many areas, and you will continue to explore those. Now we've reached the end of the interview. I would like to squeeze in one final question. Is there any wish for the future? Lise, what objectives are you trying to reach through the development of Evelity?
Yes, our goal is really to make a seamless, inclusive mobility companion that can go with you at any step of the journey from door to door. So nowadays, our challenge is regarding the user experience for blind and partially sighted is the hands-free experience because with Evelity, you don't have to hold the phone in front of you, but you have to have it in your hand because otherwise, if you put the phone in your pocket, the accuracy is not precise enough. So that's a big challenge for us because you know that blind and visually impaired people um, most of the time have their hands, one hand occupied by the cane or the guide dog, and there are also concerns of safety, with the fear of theft or feeling vulnerable with the smartphone on the hands. So hands-free experience is a big challenge for us, but we're confident we'll achieve it soon thanks to technological progress. So yes, our goal is really to make independent mobility the most natural and effortless possible.
I see, indeed. So, thank you very much, Lisa, from Groupe Okeenea, accessibility specialist and user expert at Groupe Okeenea. It was a
Thanks for
pleasure to,
having me.
yeah, it was great listening to you, and it was great having you here in Ally Techies, so you can share your current efforts to help develop personal mobility for blind and partially sighted people. It was truly a pleasure to listen from your contributions.
Thank you very much.